Hello, my name is Courtney Taylor, and this is my portfolio for the FRIT 7734 School Library Media Practicum. In this portfolio, I will be reviewing the standards and the artifacts that I have attached for each one. Let's get started. Standard 1, Teaching for Learning, includes the knowledge of your learners, including their skills and interests and ability to think critically. For this standard, I have chosen to link my instructional design unit. In this unit that I designed around digital citizenship, I had to study the knowledge of my students and consider performance gaps, needs assessment, and learning goals. This artifact displays my ability to understand the needs of my learners and really understand the skills that they have and what they are interested in. The next artifact I chose to include for this standard is my personal learning network. When building this network, I was able to discuss ideas and resources with my media specialist collaborative team at the district level, as well as teachers within my building to gain a better understanding of the needs of my coworkers and school. This artifact displays my ability to be an instructional partner not only within my school, but within my district, and integrate 21st century skills into my instruction and support. Standard 2, Literacy and Reading, applies to promoting reading for enjoyment and learning, as well as addressing diversity through literacy. For this standard, I attached my Reading Enrichment Unit. This unit was centered around reading for pleasure, and I focused on having the students choose books for themselves and others that they would enjoy. We used a Padlet to share book ideas, and students also used Canva to create flyers about their book to share with others. My second artifact is an assignment I completed in an earlier course in the program. I created an interactive infographic to showcase my life as a reader. Both of these artifacts show not only my love for reading, but also how I bring my students along with me in this journey of reading to enhance our learning and also enjoy it. Standard 3, Information and Knowledge, focuses on providing access to information and technology for students and teachers. This includes research skills, access to resources in print and digital, as well as ethical behavior when seeking information online. For this standard, I included my online learning module. This artifact shows an online course that I created on a digital citizenship unit. Throughout this course, students learned how to behave responsibly online while practicing those skills throughout the online course. The next artifact I included was my digital citizenship introduction to this course, which highlights specific behaviors for how to stay safe and conduct yourself online. The final artifact I included was my personal website for my media center called the Ridge Hub. Students, staff, and families from my school utilize this site to access many different online tools and resources for school and home. These artifacts show how I am providing access to information and resources for my school, as well as teaching my students appropriate behavior for online use. Standard 4, Advocacy and Leadership, focuses on providing professional learning opportunities for teachers in your building, as well as other leadership roles of the media specialist. It also describes the importance of advocating for your library media center and networking. For this standard, I attached the online professional development that I created for teachers at my school titled Why Canva. I walked teachers through the different features that Canva has to offer and also showed them how they could not only utilize Canva themselves for lessons and more, but also how students could create their own digital designs within the platform. I included a survey with the teachers' feedback as well. My second artifact is the grant application document that I applied for within my district. I partnered with a classroom teacher to apply for a colored poster maker to be housed in the media center for teachers and students to use. In collaborating with a teacher, we were able to show not only how our school would benefit as a whole, but how specifically students would use this to enhance their learning. My last artifact is a brochure that I used recently in an executive committee meeting at my school to advocate for a flexible schedule for our media center. Our current schedule is in a specials rotation, and I was advocating for us to be pulled out so that our center could be flexible for our staff and students. These artifacts show how I advocate for my center, collaborate with peers, and provide our teachers with professional learning opportunities to enhance their skills for themselves and their students. Standard 5, Program Management and Administration, includes your collections, funding, and the facilities that you manage. In this standard, I attached my collection and weeding assignment where I evaluated a section in the Media Center and weeded books based on data that was pulled from Destiny. I also included my program evaluation rubric and summary where I evaluated my Media Center and provided feedback for ways in which we can improve. This was very eye-opening, and I will sit down with my principal in the upcoming weeks to go over the rubric and discuss goals to move target areas. I also included all of my interviews with 3 library media specialists. These interviews were eye-opening as we discussed how they managed their centers, advocated for their library, and supported their schools in different ways. My final artifact is the strategic management plan where I evaluated my school's media center. We looked at data from the school, developed a mission statement for the library, and looked at facilities, services, and budget. These artifacts show how I keep up with the collection of my media center, manage and evaluate the program that I am offering, and collaborate with administration for accountability. This concludes my capstone presentation for the class. Thank you so much for listening.